Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Awesome. I'm excited to work with you tonight. What did you want to work on?
I just had some really bad anxiety for the past couple of years.
Okay. Is it like a consistent anxiety or like a situational anxiety?
I mean, it's all the time,
All the time.
pretty
Okay.
much every day.
Every day. Okay. So there's like a baseline and then probably like in certain situations it gets even higher.
Yes.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your anxiety right in this moment now? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe.
Right now, it's probably a one.
It's probably a 1. So there's like hardly any anxiety.
Yeah, not right this minute, there isn't.
Okay, okay. I'm excited to see what happens over the course of like the next couple of days. What would you say your baseline is?
What does that mean? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So when I say like what is your baseline? So what is your like your typical anxiety level that you feel on an average daily basis?
Daily, probably an eight.
So why is it a 1 now? Is it because you feel like you're in a safe place?
I just feel relaxed right now, I guess.
Good. Okay. No, that's good to know. That's good to know. Where are you when it's like an 8?
Probably when I'm around a lot of people or when I don't know, it's weird because it happens, when there's a lot of people around and I kind of just like sit to myself. But then when I'm at home alone, it kind of kicks in. I don't like being by myself because I'm afraid something bad's going to happen.
Mm, okay.
So it's kind of like,
It's like a catch 22, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you can't be with people, but you also can't be without people. But you can't be
Yes.
with them.
It's
I get
weird.
that. No, I get that. Um, let's do it. Let's see what happens, and then we'll see how low we can get it. We'll have a quick moment of silence. We'll get to it.
Okay.
All right, connect this proxy for you. What is the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even odd or 1. Insecurity. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, age 16. So let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? May even add 1. Betrayal. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2 or 6. Shock. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion we can release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even add a 1. Vulnerability. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. Let's go ahead and release that. Are you recognizing any of these emotions?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, let's ask what is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? May even add a 1, 3, 5. Fear. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. So there's a lot that happened at age 20. Does that resonate with you?
Not really, but I mean, it's possible. I've had so much stuff happened the past couple years. I'm only 25 right now, but I've had several things happen the past couple years that's it's worsened it.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. When did this 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, 15, age 15? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Vulnerability. When did this 10, 20, age 20? Do we need to know more? Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. That one feels like actually like 19 and a half, almost 20, which is interesting. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even out of one. Insecurity. When did this 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, 13, age 13? Let's go ahead and release that. So this next one is actually in the body code, and this specific energy is actually called a despair anchor, like a boat anchor. And this one is basically like a statement. It's like a frequency in the form of a statement. So this one, and a lot of the times these statements, it's almost like your subconscious believes it. Does that make sense? So this one says, I am not safe. So regardless of where you are at, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually speaking, it's almost like you do not feel safe anywhere. By yourself, with people, with few people, with a lot of people, does that make sense? Let's go ahead and release that. There it is. This one says, I don't trust. Let's go ahead and release that. Probably don't trust a lot of people.
No.
Like no one. Like nobody. Like, anyways. Whew, that's heavy. What is the biggest trapped emotion release now that is causing this anxiety? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. And then go ahead and take a really big deep breath. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Is it still a 1?
Yes.
Awesome. Do you feel like it went lower than that, or is it still the same?
I feel a lot better now. I don't know, it kind of felt like a weight lifted.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. That's all it is. We just release trapped emotions and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So yay!
Thank you so much.
That's everybody's response. I feel lighter, like almost like the elephant has been taken off your chest, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for being on here. Are you okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.